name's Reagan Gardner. I'm a flight nurse and clinical educator with STARS. We bring an ICU to every doorstep and everyone's backyard. So no matter where you live in Saskatchewan, if we can get there, you have immediate access to critical care. And we do that with everyone who's in the community. It's not just two people from a medical crew walking in, it's the whole community working together.
My name's Jason Oblinski. I'm a helicopter pilot here for STARS in Regina. We're a helicopter ambulance service. What we do is fit in between the ambulances and the fixed wing service to provide speed to the system.
When the tones go off, it's a call to action. So no matter what you're doing, whether I'm sitting at my desk or having dinner with my crew, it's an immediate call to action. You jump up, you're ready, you don't know what's coming next.
There's people standing by who are ready to help whenever and wherever we can.
Carrie Derin, I'm from Regina, and yeah, I'm a proud mom of 2 kids, and we love to quad and be outdoors. I've been married for 20 years this year. I have a 16-year-old daughter with a disability, so she's in a wheelchair, and I have an 11-year-old daughter. So quadding was something that we could all do together comfortably and get outside. You know, Saskatchewan winters are long. My kids are getting older, so they don't like to do a whole lot. So summertime comes and the quads come out, it just gives you that freedom to get out of the city and do what you like to do. It was a beautiful weekend. Packed up the stuff like we normally do, our hot dogs and, you know, drinks and things like that, and headed out on the trail. My husband and youngest daughter were ahead of us. He kind of scouts out for me, and he had seen the log that had been fallen, and my oldest daughter and I were kind of looking for the beaver, right? Because we were right near the beaver dam and the house and stuff. So I'm all about, you know, animals and nature. That's what I'm looking for. So we weren't really going that fast, and I didn't pay attention to what was in front of me, obviously, and yeah, drove into it, and it came through the front of my quad. And at that moment, it was a blackout. Kind of a few seconds later, and opened my eyes and looked, and yeah, the log was actually right through my quad in the front, through me and into the back of the seat.
I remember Carrie's call very, very clearly. We gathered our equipment, weather was great that day, and we started heading out.
We heard it was a quad accident. It was one patient at the time that we were going down for, and then you start hearing talks of maybe needing blood from Arcola, so you know it's a fairly serious case. And when we got there, the ambulances had just showed up, the RCMP were there as well, securing the landing zone for us. We ended up landing in a baseball field, actually.
When I seen that helicopter, well, I had just come off 8 miles in a road ambulance, and for anybody who knows what that's like, it is the roughest ride ever. I mean, I know they have a purpose, but coming off a logging road in the back of one of those on a backboard is a pretty rough ride. The first faces you see are your flight nurse and your paramedic.
When we arrived in the back of the ambulance, I remember my partner and I looked at Carrie and could recognize very quickly that she was critically ill. Blood transfusion was most likely the most effective treatment that would save her life.
At that point, the direction was to go to Arcola to pick up blood. So instead of coming straight back, we needed the blood from them. So straight over to Arcola was a quick trip there. And again, excellent services on the ground from the hospital there. As soon as we were landing, they were already coming out. It was a quick land, take the blood on board, and then straight back to Regina.
I knew I was in trouble. Did I know the severity? No, I physically packed my wound. So did I think I was bleeding very bad? No, I didn't realize that I had a wound on my back as well.
I didn't realize just how strong a woman she was at the time, but I should have known because she did keep talking to us the whole flight when all indications of her injury should have been that she should have been having a good snooze in there. She kept us comfortable as much as we tried to keep her comfortable in flight, but it was certainly a mission where you hope for a good tailwind and to get home quickly.
It was that personal connection that you get with these people that I'm not really sure how to describe.
Meeting Carrie was a really special day. It's still special every time I see Carrie. As an emergency room nurse, we don't really get any follow-up on any of our patients. You don't understand what the real outcomes are for them. With Carrie on scene, I recall seeing her family there and having them come in and give her a kiss before we took off. And that was an important moment, but seeing Carrie come back to the base, I first of all never would have recognized her. It's amazing what some blood and some surgery will do for a person, but she was just so smiling and strong. A year ago next week. Is it next week?
Next Saturday, yeah. 31st. Yeah. I consider these folks, all of them with stars, a great group of people and part of my extended family.
She walked in today and it smiles and, hey, you know, we have kind of a link now, you know, like we have something very important to her in common, and it's a strong thing, you know, and again, not like we needed a reason to keep going on, but if you did, that's a pretty powerful one right there, you know.
She has children who have a mother and a husband who still has his wife, and that was pretty incredible.
Yeah, it's a bond that you'll never know unless you're in that situation, and I really hope that for most people, they're not in that situation, but if they are, this is a crew that I would, you know, recommend that you be with.
When you see the people and you see the families you touch, and at the time, it's not even so much the patient, because they're pretty busy at the time, but when you come in contact with the loved ones around that scene and see them and realize what you're doing, you know, it makes it everything.
What's up next for you?
I'm living. I'm doing exactly what we love to do. We're back quadding and just enjoying life, enjoying my family, and not holding back.
STARS doesn't exist without the support of the community, and that can be individual donors, large corporations, the government, but without people believing in the mission and wanting to be a part of the mission, we don't have an opportunity to get the rotors turning and go in the air to whoever needs us. So we appreciate from the grandma who sends $10 in, to the little boy who donates his birthday gifts in lieu for STARS donations, to the large corporations that provides hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars to us. That's what allows us to do what we believe in doing.
How important is STARS to you?
It's life-saving. It's life-giving, and I think they brought me back to my family.
If you have program ideas that you'd like to see on Local On Demand, write us at max.local@sasktel.com. Max Local programming is now available online at maxonline.sasktel.com.